Welcome back to Chicken Cindy's. We need to build this bike up so I can give it away. Let's do it. I've only really done one video on this bike so far, and it was installing the crankset. I'll put it right here. So there was a slight kind of hiccup in the building of this bike, but a lot has happened since then. One being, we've hit 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so stinking very much, everybody. Speaking of 3,000 subscribers, if this is your first time here, hi, I'm Josh. Welcome to Chicken Cindy's. Please consider subscribing if you like mountain biking or bicycles or anything related with two wheels. I guess that's man-powered. That's kind of what we do around here. So, we're going to build this up finally. We're going to see what it looks like. There's probably going to be a lot of information jammed in this video. This video is going to be doing the upgrades and just kind of going through what I'm doing in the parts that we've picked or had donated from people. We're going to be doing shout outs throughout the entire video for that. But we need to get this thing built, we need to get this thing together, and we need to get this thing given away to somebody. So this video will not be the giveaway. This video is the building of the bike. But the video for the giveaway will be here very soon. So please stay tuned. So definitely subscribe if this is something you want a chance to win. So let's start with the headset and installing the fork, and then we can do some wheels and drivetrain and a seat post, and then it'll be a bike. I'm not looking forward to the brakes. The brakes look cool, but this is internal. So it might be a bit of a headache, but we'll deal with it when we get there. So let's get started. I'm going to start with installing a Jessica headset. We are using the stock fork, so I'm going to wipe this up and clean it up a little bit. We need a press, yoink, got this off Amazon, like $30, and my Jessica headset. For those wondering, 44 for the top headset, bottom headset is 55. So, the reason why I'm sticking with the stock fork, save a little bit of money on the build, but this way, whoever gets it, they can put whatever fork they want on it. We threw around the idea of putting on like a buckless or a budget fork, but we just decided at the end, the stock fork's not that bad. So we're going to put the stock fork back on there. So if this bike goes to someone who is a new mountain bike rider, the stock fork will suffice absolutely no problem. Grease around this bad boy. Now that I got my grease gun working again. Ha-ha! Fun fact. Mr. Charlie Keogh pointed out that I've never really thought or noticed this, but I've always had these parts on the outside. He mentioned to flip them, and that'll help guide the headset cup in. What a stinking genius. Am I right? If you don't know Keogh, you're a crazy individual. Keogh is a terrific gentleman. He gives people great deals on bike parts that he's not using anymore. Very, very knowledgeable when it comes to MTB, just general information. Good guy, very good guy. But yeah, I never thought about that, and it just kind of cracked me up when he mentioned it. Kind of felt like I was dumb. I was like, oh, that's a good point. I had this press for like, I don't even know, I don't know how long I've had it, a while. And never really thought about that. So all you're trying to do is get this to where it's flush. Once the cup is flush, you're good to go. I always recommend using a bearing press or a headset press to put these in, because the last thing you want to do is accidentally mess up your head tube for some crazy reason. Okay, grease this bad boy. And then we'll install the top, and then we'll be able to put the fork in. And the nice thing about the fork is, since it's the stock fork, it is already sized. So we'll just have to put it in. Side note, I've already thrown it away, but if you're using the stock fork, you can see some of the indentions on this fork here. This crown race is like ½ an inch thick, and getting it off is pretty stinking ridiculous. I'll insert the short of me using this to take it off, but holy cow. It's just because how thick it is, it's just absolutely wild. It was not ideal. That is for sure. But we got her off, and we're gonna be able to put the new crown race on from the Jessica headset. So at least we have that going for us, right? That one went in like butter. Holy cow. We good around? Yep. Nice. All right. And you don't have to make those super tight. Like I said, just make sure they're flush all the way around, and you should be good to go. We actually had 2 of these donated. One from the shed and one from Berserker Nick. They are identical, which is hysterical. They literally sent them to me both at the exact same time. So, very nice purple JG bike stem. Matches the purple chainring perfectly, because the chainring is JG bike as well. One thing I forgot to mention, one of the nice things over the Jessica headset is the crown race is a 2-for-1. So whoever ends up winning this can actually put a regular steer tube or a tapered steer tube. So the crown race will go on, so that fits the regular. Just push it down like that. And then this one will go on the outside, snap onto place. And now it actually makes it fit this headset, because this headset is for tapered forks. Pretty stinking snazzy in my opinion. Just gonna put a black, nothing special top cap. Some people don't like the Jessica top cap, so we'll just put a black one on. So if they don't like it, they don't have to worry about it. Alright, so the fork is officially installed. Let's move on to the wheel set. Here we have the original wheel set. We are going to upgrade the tires. I thought the wheel set was actually not too bad. The wheel set is Schrader, so here are the original tubes. So we're going to put the original tubes back in. I don't want to make these tubeless in case whoever wins this does not like tubeless. But what we're going with is a front and back Trouvaille honcho. So it is a 29 by 2.4. It's technically just a trail tire, so just should be a very good all-round tire. We don't know where this bike is going, so we don't know what kind of tires they want or will need. These are kind of in the middle of aggressive and like cross-country. So the nubs and are pretty nice, but they're not like super aggressive. So you should be able to kind of ride this anywhere, basically. And of course, they're tan walls, because this is Chicken Cindy's, and this is what we do. We will do the installation of the front one. Make sure we get the rotation of the tire going the correct way. Oh, what I typically do is just kind of throw the rim in the middle of the tire. I'll find the hole for the Schrader. Some people do this, some people do not do this. But I will get the Schrader hole basically lined up with the logo of the tire. So now I'll put on one side of the tire, because this is going to be tubed. You will want to leave one side off. Kind of hard to get a tube in when the tire is actually all the way on. So there's one. Also, some tires go on easy like this, some tires do not. It is a crapshoot. I have always been a big fan of putting inner tubes in slightly aired up. Not a ton, but just enough to keep them from kind of folding on themselves, or when you go to, inflate the tire, I'd hate for something to happen and get like twisted up or something. Now, start to pop on the other side of the tire. These tires are tubeless ready, so whoever ends up getting these, if you decide to make them tubeless, you will be able to, no problem. For the last part, I just kind of work back and forth, and eventually pop. We'll get it all on. I'll probably go ahead and air this up to about, 35-ish. Put quite a bit of air in it. And after that, put the Schrader valve cover back on, and the front tire is done. Do the exact same thing to the rear tire. Through the magical power of editing, The tires are on and so are the handlebars. I'm gonna go ahead and throw on the grips and the pedals, and we're gonna talk in just a second. I truly had every intention on finishing this bike today. After doing the bits of recording I've done and just seeing how long the videos are, I'm afraid this video is going to go too long if I go ahead and finish the bike with the brakes and the drivetrain. So I'm going to go ahead and do the brakes and the drivetrain in a separate video. So I'll try to get that video out next week. So this video should be live Thursday, which today is Tuesday, the 7th, 8th, 9th. So this should be up February 9th. So the week after February 9th, that Thursday, ideally it'll be the finish of this. I still have a new bike to build. If you haven't seen my Binary Maniac unboxing, please go check that out. I'm super excited to build my very first titanium hardframe, or hardtail. But no, this looks like a bike. It looks really stinking good. All right, so let's go through parts that people have donated real quick, okay? Pedals, I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Pedals, grips, and one stem was from Berserker Nick. Please go subscribe to him. Another stem, because I got two of the same stems, that was actually from The Shed. Please go subscribe to Chris. The actual crankset down here, along with the oval ring, was from Run Bike Mike. Please go subscribe to Run Bike Mike. I provided the actual Trouvaille itself. I provided the wheels, or the tires, and like the headset and stuff like that. So there's quite a bit I've put into this bike as well. But I'm just very fortunate to be able to build this and give it away to someone. I'm so excited to do this giveaway. The people who have donated the parts are on basically a committee with me, and we will decide how to give the bike away. Purple on this Trouvaille looks mighty fine. If you guys have any questions, please put them down in the comments. Thank you so very much for tuning in, and as usual, until next time, everybody take care.